Hello again, fellow YouTubers and Webikins. Alright, so this video is going to be more on the protests of last night. I made a post late last night talking about it, and I told you guys that I was going to make a video on it. So here I am. In case any of you are on this video and somehow unaware of what is going on, yeah, the verdict came back, and Darren Wilson was not indicted, which I knew would happen, and Ferguson lost their shit. It's basically all there is to it. Huffington Post reported, Ferguson, Missouri is waking up to a city that is still smoldering after a night of unrest following the grand jury's decision not to indict Officer Darren Wilson in the shooting death of Michael Brown. At least a dozen buildings were torched and looted, many of them local businesses that police said were total losses. Dozens of cars, including 2 police cruisers and rows of vehicles at a car dealership, were also vandalized and left charred. St. Louis County Police Chief John Belmar said he heard about 150 gunshots, none from police. What I've seen tonight is probably much worse than the worst night we had in August, he said, referring to the summer protests after the shooting death of Mike Brown, an unarmed black teenager who some witnesses say had his hands up when he was shot on August 9th. Police said they made more than 80 arrests and that there were only minor injuries. Shortly after, St. Louis County prosecuting attorney Robert McCulloch made the rambling nighttime announcement, Wilson's grand jury testimony was released in which he claimed Brown looked like a demon during the deadly confrontation. So, let me get this straight. You guys wanted Darren Wilson to be indicted. You said, that police officer is corrupt, he killed one of us, and now he is getting away with it. I am not okay with this. I am angry. I am furious. I hate the cops. I hate this government. I hate the corruption. I'm gonna burn my neighbor's store. I'm gonna steal beer from the liquor store. You know what? Fuck it. My hair's flawless. I'm gonna burn the beauty store. Oh, I love paying for expensive food, so I'm gonna burn Little Caesars, which sells me pizza for $5. I'm gonna burn McDonald's, which gives me the dollar menu. You guys... you lost your shit last night. I pulled up a picture of, so far, the reported businesses that have been destroyed. We have Little Caesars Pizza. We have AutoZone. We have Walgreens. We have St. Louis Fish and Chicken Grill. We have Beauty World. We have Public Storage, JC Wireless, and Sam's Meat Market. And that's just some of them. Keep in mind, it's only been 12 hours since y'all went crazy. You want to make an impact. So your idea was, let's give the cops a reason to shoot us. Yeah, sure, we got tanks sitting in this city. I'd love to get hit with one of those. So far, the only account of anyone dying during the protest was a woman who shot herself. And her last words are, "We are ready for war." Bang. Shot herself in the head on accident with the weapon she bought to defend herself. Yeah, the police used tear gas. Big whoop. Is that any different than what they've been doing for the past couple of days now? Yes, they used smoke grenades. Big deal. They've been using those for years. They moved in force with riot shields and their armor and their armored vehicles and their automatic weapons and their tear gas and their smoke grenades. And you guys go, hey, they got all that, I've got a gun. I got a gun. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna stand on the side of the road and shoot at the cars that pass by me because they're somehow to blame. And yes, that was an actual report. there was reported one man standing at a bus station shooting at passing cars. You guys set 2 police cars on fire. Congratulations, what did you achieve? Your taxes paid for that vehicle. You destroyed your community to somehow make an impact? That's like me walking into a courthouse and going, you know what? I'm not gonna get any justice here, let me beat the shit out of myself. Because that's gonna mean something, right? I don't know what to think about you guys in Ferguson. I feel you were a bunch of idiots, and that's... Please, keep in mind, this is not directed at all of you. I have seen the pictures of the peaceful protests. I have seen the peaceful protests going on around the country, and I've also seen the anger going on around the country, but I got to watch firsthand Ferguson set itself on fire. And that was a majority of you. But you guys set your local businesses on fire. You looted pretty much anything you could find. And you guys are now waking up. Some of you don't have a job anymore. At least 80 of you so far have been arrested. One of you is dead. A few of you are in the hospital with gunshot wounds sustained from passerbys. Or from the cop cars that you set on fire when the ammunition went off. You guys get to suffer as your taxes rebuild those buildings you destroyed, as your taxes pay for those cop cars, as your taxes pay for all of the police force needed last night. You want to make a difference? You want to have an impact that does not destroy your community? Go to the social media. Why do you think he was trying to indict social media? Why do you think he was trying to get rid of it? You guys could have made a much bigger impact going to the social media. You didn't have to set all those things on fire. You didn't have to loot them. You could have went by and every single cop car you went past, you could have spray painted red to represent the blood on its hands. You wouldn't have to pay for repairs. You could have spray painted the police station red, but instead you'd rather shoot your guns outside of it. I saw what some of you did, throwing fake blood on the government officials. That was a good one. But the rest of you said, you know what, my hands are up, not in representation of don't shoot, but in representation of come at me, bro. I set your car on fire, what are you gonna do? And you know what, you gotta give it to the police because they didn't shoot a single one of you. You are pissed off that one cop shot one of you. And you turned your city into hell, and none of you got shot by the cops. How does that make you feel? What an impact you guys had. The rest of the world got to watch you act like idiots. And the rest of America hung their head in shame. Yeah, there were quite a lot that felt your pain. But you think you're the first one to ever lose a son? "13 years ago, the entire country was united because 2 buildings fell. And we went to war with another country. We have lost countless sons. And now you are waging war on that country that you were just united to. All because you lost one son. I understand it's painful. He got away with it, and that's bullshit. At least to you. But all I can say now is, Ferguson, what are you gonna do? what's your move now? You burned your city. You said fuck the police. You showed how hurt you were. So what's your move now? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Ferguson?